Such beautiful produce. I'm so excited. Look at this. Oh, okay, next up we've got to look for some choy sam, some baby choy sam. This week, something super delicious and nourishing for you. We're going to be making a shimeji mushroom with some choy sam miso noodle soup. I can't wait. It's going to be great. Back again in the Patty's kitchen at Haymarket. We're going to make a miso soup with noodles, and we're going to add some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Shimeji mushrooms. I love Shimeji mushrooms. They're so delicious, and they actually hold their shape quite nicely, so great to use in soups. And of course, we've got to add some vegetables in it. So this morning we managed to pick up some beautiful, beautiful baby choy sam. Hey, I need some choy sam, the baby choy sam. Maybe just two bunches of these. Yeah,
yep,
just put them straight in there.
Okay.
Excellent, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time, yeah?
Okay, thank you.
Bye. First up, we're gonna fry up some tofu. This is a purely vegetarian dish. So what we're gonna add to a vegetable stock is some miso, some white miso, and you get them in punnets like these from most of your supermarkets. And we're gonna add some soy. So feel free to use regular soy or a slightly salt reduced one, because the miso is actually quite salty. So make sure you balance this well. And we're gonna add a little bit of black sesame right at the end. So first up, I'm gonna fry up my tofu. I've cut them into little squares, and they're gonna go into my pot of oil. So you wanna fry them until they're really nice and golden. So while this is happening, make sure you don't fry them on too high heat or they're gonna burn, right? Got some really light vegetable stock in here. What I'm gonna do now is add the miso in. Now miso can be really salty, so just make sure that you add enough to not over salt it. Just place it inside the sieve and use the back of a spoon to mash it through. And that way you won't get lumpy miso in your broth. Now the only other seasoning that goes in is a touch of soy. Bring it up to the boil and then turn it right down. Now give it a bit of a taste. Perfect. I've got my choy sam here. I've kind of trimmed off the ends. I'm gonna put them in whole. And with the mushrooms, because they come as big clusters, all you need to do is pull them off into little bite-sized pieces, and they tear away very easily. So all we then need is to take some spring onions, and we're gonna slice it very thinly on the diagonal. Okay, that's plenty. All right, that's ready for that. So these are really lovely and golden. So we're gonna pull them out, place them on some paper towels to drain off. Delicious. Oops, oops. So back on here, stove on. Just keep a little bit of the oil in there, just to give it it's all flavor, and then pour in your stock with the miso and soy. Bring it up to the boil. So once it comes up to the boil, add your veggies in. And these take no time at all to cook, so very quick. Mushrooms also go in. So we're gonna leave it in here for a couple of minutes. These are just like pad thai noodles, and all you need to do is soak them in hot water until they're really nice and al dente to your liking. Then the only other thing you need for topping is some nori sheets, and then just shred it with a pair of scissors or a knife until you get really nice and thin pieces like that. Right, so some noodles in your bowl. We're gonna top it with some choy sam. Oh, I like these flowering ones. They're so beautiful, and they're actually quite delicious. Right, some mushrooms. And we're gonna top it with some crispy tofu. Now we're gonna pour the soup in. Yum. Top it with some spring onions. And finally, some crispy nori sheets. And final touch of black sesame. There you go, guys. This is a miso noodle soup with shimeji mushrooms and choy sam. The full recipe can be found on pattysmarkets.com.au. See you later.